Flosstubers. Hi, friends.
Flosstubers.
What? They're Flosstubers.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back.
What else
This is a momentous occasion.
What?
We've done 2 videos in like a week's time.
You're welcome.
Actually,
Aaron.
the next week, we held to our word.
We did hold to our word. Aaron's word. I couldn't have my man be a liar, y'all.
There's enough of that going around already. I can't lie to you guys. Oh, look at that awesome shirt.
Dude.
I didn't even notice.
I know, look. Ready? 7 o'clock. Wallow in self... Oh, that's 4. I'm reading it upside down. Wallow in self-pity. 4:30. Stare into the abyss. 5. Solve world hunger. Tell no one.
That's a pretty good Grinch impression.
Jazzercise. 6:30. Dinner with me. I can't cancel. That again.
We're gonna
7
read the whole
o'clock.
thing?
Wrestle
All right,
with my
let's do it.
self-loathing. I'm booked. I love this shirt.
Well,
Cute, right?
yes, it's adorable.
I love the Grinch.
Welcome back to another video.
Yes.
We are Untitled Lane Stitchery.
Cassandra.
Aaron, thank you for hanging out with us. We appreciate you.
Why am I so much taller than you this time again?
This is a weird one for us, honestly. We usually don't wait so
a
long
lot.
between videos that we always have a ton of stuff to talk about.
Yeah, we have a year's worth.
Yeah.
So it takes us a year each time.
Every release we've ever done, we can usually show in the video.
Yep.
But so we got one new release.
We
and
do.
Cassandra has a couple whips.
I do, and I have a stash acquisition that I'm opening with you. That was
Dude.
probably not smart that I just flashed my address at you.
A box, I'll cut it.
Well, I might not have. Who knows?
If I did.
Okay.
Whatever.
So anyways, and we have a couple whips. I've got just, I think, 2 stash acquisitions.
Dude, you're going to do a box opening.
A box opening, a package opening.
Autumn Lane Stitchery.
And never mind.
What?
I was going to be dirty,
You're
but
going to
I
be
didn't.
naughty? Don't be naughty.
But
Yeah,
it was
so we're
really
going to
funny.
show
Should
off.
I whisper it to you?
No. Don't whisper it to me. You're such a dork. Okay. Yeah. You can't say that.
Are you blushing?
No. But nice
Yeah, yeah.
try.
Okay, and then
let's
I
do
have
the
some
business
stash
here.
acquisition, not much though. Okay, so do you
all right.
want to start with the most important thing
Yes.
is first?
So we didn't do our favorite candle of the week last week, y'all, and that is a crying shame. But we do have one this week, and it's spiced gingerbread.
Whoops,
Oop,
you
that
dropped
was
some wax.
barely opened. It's called spiced gingerbread. It is a Bath and Body Works original. It's amazing. I never smelled this one. Have you had this one?
We were going to get that one, but you said you didn't love it in the store. So naturally, when they had their $9.95 sale, I bought 2 of them online
Yes. There's
without
that
your
one.
approval.
So this candle's amazing. We got one burning in the kitchen right now.
We do.
But Cassandra's a hoarder, and she has to buy multiple.
Sure am.
So that's the candle of the week.
It's
which
real
is
good.
Amazing.
We're doing it right now. We should have done your favorite, which is right now Tree Farm.
Well, hopefully. Well, we probably won't.
I bought
don't know.
4 Tree Farms. You're welcome.
You did buy 4 tree farms.
You're welcome.
She's such a hoarder, man. I was like, yeah, we should probably buy 1 or 2 because we don't know if they're going to have them next year because it's really good. And she's like, oh, okay. I'll buy out the online store.
Yep. Here's the thing.
Warehouse.
Because our favorite pumpkin candle
Yeah.
was something, it was just straight up pumpkin, but it was a very nice, it was our transition to fall candle.
Mm-hmm.
So it was the first one we would burn of the year, and this was years ago when we were when we were first married. So 12 years ago. 12 years? 12 years. So cut.
You always say cut.
Cut.
Like you're in the movies. Cut it out.
I need to get one of those. Take 3. Okay, so anyways, sorry. We had
a straggler back
straggler
there.
in the background. So we had our favorite smell. It was like 12 years ago, and they stopped making it, and I don't know why, because it was amazing. It wasn't some random thing. It's not creamy pumpkin. It's not like pumpkin marshmallow, but it's kind of that effect. It's a very light pumpkin smell with a lot of sweetness. So who knows? So clearly I need to buy like 10 Tree Farm candles. You're welcome.
I mean, probably not, but that's fine.
I do. Or we'll never, what if they discontinue it?
That
They discontinued, remember my favorite? It was like spiced pear something.
Yes.
I have it downstairs. That one was probably in my top 3, and they got rid of that. So
you know you're
you
nerds
never
when
know.
you have like a hierarchy of Hallmark, or not Hallmark, but Bath and Body Works candles.
Well, you know,
Big fans. Anyway.
Okay,
that's
so
a lot to talk about
you,
candles.
You go first. The most
So,
important goes first.
This week,
Which was
yesterday. So we actually were doing another ornament. So if you, I'm sure you saw.
Yeah, grab them.
I don't know where the other one is, but
Well, grab the ornaments.
oh yeah.
Grab the actual ornaments. We never even showed them, I don't think.
So we had the Santa and the Frosty. Where are they at?
I need this Mill Hill kit. I need this Mill Hill kit. That's the cutest thing. Freaking Mill Hill kits get me every
we
time.
had Santa and Frosty, the ornaments in Just Crossstitch magazine, which everybody knows by now, possibly.
Oh, I think we did show them.
Santa, we did.
Because remember I pulled, okay, yeah.
And then Frosty's in the bag still, but we need to put them on the tree. It's a shame that we don't have them on the tree.
Well, because our dogs will knock it down and then eat them. Because that's what they did with my kids' first Christmas tree
Derail of the
ornaments.
conversation.
What?
If you have big dogs, you know our pain. They literally destroy the tree like 5 times a day at least.
Yep.
They walk, like, for some reason, Clyde, our Great Dane, likes to lay in the tree. But they'll walk by and just like brush against it and just knock everything off.
He was looking at us and his tail was just wagging, and every time he swung, it was like like baseball bat, like there goes another one.
Warzone over here. So yeah. So everything above 3 feet looks great on the trees.
There he
You
goes.
can probably hear him now. Stop.
There he goes.
Drop.
His tail's about to do it. Come over
So
here,
anything
buddy.
above 3 feet looks great on the tree. Anything below, it looks like the tree's been in a windstorm.
Come here. Oh, yeah.
So anyway, sorry, can't help but derail the conversation. So Frosty and Santa were in Just Crossstitch, and we've already talked about that. We have we're making kind of a series. We have
Pause. I know a lot of you cannot get Just Crossstitch. I know these are older issues. I know some people can't get them because they're not sold in your country. We are releasing them ourselves. They have rights to them for 6 months. All of our patterns, minus the first one that we ever did for Just Crossstitch, which was potions. No, the
spells.
No.
Oh, that's
the potions. The potion bottles.
Yeah.
We didn't
Pick your
know.
poison.
We were noobs. Total noob move. We didn't know that we could just give them rights for a short time and then release it ourselves. So, if you love what Aaron's about to show you, or you love these two, don't you worry. We can release them ourselves, which we will as soon as we can. Okay, so go ahead.
So there is going to be a series which let's be honest. I don't have a lot of time to do one of the bigger designs for Christmas, but I really wanted to create one. And somebody actually, like, I'll just show you this.
Oh, she's so good.
So we decided to do Mrs. Claus in the ornament series. And she actually wasn't in there originally.
Nope.
But somebody was like, oh, Mrs. Claus would be great. And I was like, why did I not think of that originally? We talked about it and everything.
We didn't think
but I was thinking Santa
us.
and Friends, which was kind of the theme of it. And she's not really a friend, so she didn't even come across. She didn't like.
Is your wife really your friend? Or is she more of like a burden?
A ball and chain. A heavy burden.
Is she just
That's why I didn't think of it. Like when you're like, oh yeah, I have lots of friends. You're not really included in that group.
No, because once you married me, I'm always like, why don't you hang out with people? And you're like, why would I want to when I've got you next to me?
Yeah, I got you. Who needs friends? Can sit at home and be miserable.
I am not that wife that's like, you can't go hang out with friends. He just has no desire. Okay, there we go.
Who needs friends, man?
Right? We do, because Santa does.
Each other. Santa needs friends, apparently. Okay. So Mrs. Claus is the newest in the series. Anyway, somebody thought she would be a great addition, and I was like, yeah. So when I was thinking of what I should do for Christmas, because I couldn't do the bigger ones, I was like, well, let's do Mrs. Claus, because I can do that kind of quick.
Should we give that person a huge thank you?
I can't remember who brought it up. Do you
remember?
But
can we thank you like tremendously?
Oh, yes.
Thank you for thinking of that.
Honestly, I can't remember who brought it up. If I go and look, when I see your name, I'll be like, oh yeah, that's right. But I can't remember off the top of my head. Thank you very much. You're amazing. So yeah, so that is what prompted this. Now, we also had a great idea that since Cassandra, instead of waiting until the model stitch, because these are pretty quick, we're like, why doesn't, while Cassandra's stitching the model, why don't we just release it and have everybody else stitch it along with her? And
that's what we're gonna do.
Thank you. I was gonna say lo and behold, but that doesn't really fit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But no, that doesn't fit. So you saved me. I was just gonna fumble. So what we're gonna do is a little stitch along. It's not necessarily a stitch along, but you're gonna be stitching along with Cassandra as she stitches the model, which is good because
you can all one up me.
Yes, you can all show Cassandra what's up.
What's up
in the finishing department.
I'm not great.
Which she actually does a good job.
P.S.
She finished these, and these came out. Look at this.
But those were my first ever that I've done. So they're very kind of, again, like basic.
They came out really good.
I don't like to say I'm basic, but there it is. They're very basic. Like I said, I am not, though I wish I was, the stitching housewives. I wish oh my gosh, their stuff. And then someone else did the Santa on like a, what is it, like a cutting board?
Like a cutting board type thing.
Another one sent us one that she did as a gift, and oh my gosh, like your guys' creativity.
She made a card out of it. It's friggin' awesome.
Yeah, your guys' creativity is killer. So that's just super basic, and I probably am going to have to do it because if we're going to take it to shows, I can't do some exceptional. But yeah, I wish I was more like the stitching housewives. I really wish I was, but I'm not. I'm just super basic. So as much as I watch them and just like marvel at their creativity, I wish.
So the reason why it's good that you can stitch along with her is one is it'll just be fun to stitch along. You know, everybody stitching at the same time and kind of seeing what fabrics everybody's doing and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But one, she'll be finishing it, which will be fun to kind of do it as we go. Yeah. But two, the back stitching. We've had a ton of people, well, not a ton, there's been a few that just don't, they say it's a big pain because with these, as you can see with the Santa, there's different so like line weights, I guess.
So you can see like, for instance, the swirl goes from a thick line to a thin line.
Or the bottom of his mustache.
Yeah, the bottom of his mustache is thick. And the top is...
So there's different line weights is like the nerdy art term, but it's just to create weight and depth with the lines, which just gives it a little bit more interest. So we're doing that with this one again, but some people are like, it's just like the biggest pain. But Cassandra,
it's very
the way
simple.
she does it, it's very simple.
I just start with one strand, and if this line right here has 3, I go 1, 2, 3, and then I move on to the next spot. Oh, that has 1. Okay, go over it once.
So it's probably a little tedious.
So easy.
But it's easy, and
hi, friend.
The finished product looks so good. Yeah. Looks so much better.
It's brilliant on his part. It's brilliant on your part.
And really, all it is just like all my years of comic drawing.
I love that we always have a random Bigfoot in the background. She needs to walk by and do like that Bigfoot shot. That'd be amazing.
But so it's just kind of, I've been drawing comics my whole life, and that's kind of how you give weight to the lines, to like the form. If the line is hitting you, if the light is hitting over here, you'll do a darker line on that side to kind of give the weight.
Yeah.
It just gives it a little depth. Anyway.
So we will say though, we plan on doing a couple lives of it where it can also be a Q&A with Erin. So we're either going to do it as like a live YouTube video.
I doubt anybody could have any questions to ask me.
As we have learned by the multiple comments, people mostly give a crap about you.
Which is totally not the case.
Which is the case.
Sorry to tell you.
Which is the
Nobody
case.
gives a crap what I have to say.
So everybody cares about what you have to say. But
I'm just here to show off the drawings, man. That's pretty much it.
Dude, look.
So, anyway.
Let me just say.
Oh, gosh, here we go.
Everything you learn. Okay, here's the thing.
Tell me.
Aaron would not be in the cross-stitch world if he wasn't married to me. We'll just say that outright. He'd be drawing comics or something.
Video games, comics.
If it weren't for me, Aaron wouldn't be in this cross-stitch world. He would have no clue it even existed, right? However,
probably
you would never have known about cross-stitch.
Well,
nobody you know cross-stitches
but me. I don't know, like, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Not even as like, nobody you know cross-stitches. Well, I mean, now you do.
I know a whole lot of people that cross-stitch.
So,
thank you very much.
And then like he didn't know how patterns were laid out, yada, yada. So he's learned everything he can from me now at this point. So let's just say this. If I were to meet an untimely death, like if my breaks were to somehow be cut and failed, right?
Don't blame
Aaron
me.
would be fine.
Don't blame me.
There would still be cross-stitch patterns coming out from Autumn Lane Stitchery. If you were to die,
Don't.
Sorry.
Hey, here's looking
You're
at
welcome.
you.
Yep. I love you as well. Thank you so much. Well, that shot was just.
I might leave that in there. If,
I love
if,
you.
If we're laughing for no reason,
Okay.
then
I love you. You're a good girl.
just know that you got a special shot.
You're a good girl. You're a good girl.
Anyway.
So, anyways, but if you were to die, that would be. Nothing. Everything would be Uber Collector's Edition,
No way.
and I would triple the price.
I have
for
a bunch of
powders.
drawings.
No, it would be able to. I couldn't do it. So
You'll
that's
find
the whole
somebody.
point.
You'll find the
So
next
anyways,
man.
what was
to
the
do
point
it.
of that? So anyways, that's why people care about you more. Translation.
What were we even talking about, man? We go on these tangents that.
We are talking about a live video.
Oh, yeah.
And how you're going to be kind of doing a Q&A. So I feel like we can do it. We're not doing a specific group for this cross stitch because
No,
we're just going to have it in our Autumn Lane Stitchery group if we go live on Facebook. But the problem, Facebook lives aren't clear. I feel like maybe we can do a mix, do a Facebook live. But see, I want to do like a Zoom call so that we could have a bunch of cross stitchers doing it. But Aaron's like, no.
well,
This is terrible.
I don't know if we can. I think you have to pay for that. I don't know. We'll see. That's why I said no. Only because you might have to pay for it.
Okay, well, otherwise,
So we'll see. We're trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Regardless, we will mention it on all of our social medias. So if
Yeah.
you're not on Instagram, if you're not following us on Instagram, YouTube, well, that wouldn't matter. Instagram, our business page on Facebook, or our group on Facebook, you will not know. But that's how we are alerting people. So
Yeah. So this isn't necessarily a stitch along. It's just you're just stitching
stitch
along
with
with
us.
Cassandra.
Yeah, stitch with us.
Stitch with
So
Cassandra.
do you want to show?
So anyway, I had something else I wanted to say, but I can't remember now. Anyway,
Sorry.
so this is what we are doing.
You.
Well, Cassandra is doing the
You.
stitching the fabric. It's
Listen.
called Weathered Roses by Zweigart. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
We actually drove up to the Crossstitch store to find this one. Usually Cassandra has a bunch on hand, but
I don't
she
carry
didn't really
pink
have
fabric.
anything. And I designed this on a lighter pink, so I just wanted it on a pink.
Here's the thing. I wanted it on
Yeah.
that raw linen, an opal raw linen. And Aaron was very nice. He's like, you can do it on whatever you want, but
could care
I'm
less,
of course
honestly.
going to do what he wants me to do.
Dude, I honestly could care less.
I really wanted it on a raw.
You should have did it. I told her and she
opalescent linen.
wouldn't get it. So we're gonna be doing it on this pink fabric, and here is
Is she walking
the old-
across on purpose?
probably she's trying
Hey,
to get in the
Kayla.
shot.
Yeah.
Are you like just
So-
going back and forth in
No,
the
I was
kitchen on
supposed
She's
purpose?
letting the dogs out. She's
Oh.
being awesome and letting the dogs out. Thank you,
20th
Kayla.
time.
Kayla, you got to do a
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot move when you walk by next
Okay,
time.
so go ahead and show it.
So here's the floss toss.
She doesn't know
Mostly
what it's
reds and pinks. I guess I can't really show it very well, but there
about.
it
Oh,
is.
that's good.
So we're gonna be doing it on that. And yeah, so it'll just be fun for everybody to stitch along with
It would be
Cassandra
fun.
as she moves along.
And
oh,
talk
that's
to
what I
Erin.
was gonna say.
What?
We're gonna do something cool with this too. So on Instagram you can do your stories or whatever, but you can save your stories to a highlight, which it just saves it for all time or whatever. And I'm gonna do from the start to finish, all the way from starting it like putting on the Q snaps and like just doing your first stitches all the way into the finishing. And I'm gonna save it to one highlight, and then somebody can go back and just watch the whole process of it being
Oh, that's
created.
actually really cool.
Dude, right?
They're literally
Yeah,
laying
both
on
of
the
them are
tree
laying
again.
on the tree. It's like
On the tree.
whatever. So I thought that would be really cool. So we're gonna do that. But in the meantime, everybody's gonna be posting their pictures to the group, like of them working on it.
And just again, it's our regular Autumn Lane Stitchery group on Facebook.
And I pulled a total noob move
What'd you do?
and didn't say what fabric we're doing it on in the
Oh.
floss list. But which is
Oh.
fine because after it's all done, I'll fix it. Like I have to actually put her stitched
Yeah.
model on the cover and stuff
I
like that.
still
So I'll
wish
fix
it
that.
was
But
on a raw linen.
in the meantime, it's Weathered Roses by Zweigart.
Mhm.
And you can do whatever count. Santa was done, they're all the same size, but Santa is bigger than Frosty
Yeah.
because Santa was done on 1428 and Frosty was on 1632. So, yeah, so they're all the same size. So if you want her to be the same size as Santa, choose a 14. If you don't care, do it on a
14 or
32.
28 count. When did you start to talk in terms of Ada?
Sorry. Well, it's all the same. 14, 28,
asking.
16, 32. You get what I'm saying. So, but it might be cool too to have Santa and
I just want to
Mrs. Claus to be both be bigger, and then the rest be smaller, or just Santa be bigger and then he's framed by a bunch of kind of a little bit smaller ones because they're very
and
cute, so
see if we would have been able to use the raw linen, opalescent linen, like I wanted to. She'd be the same size as Santa, but
whatever.
Aaron just had to have his pink fabric, so.
I do love pink.
I just don't love pink. Pink, to me, again, we talked about this last Flosstube video. I realized that the pink pastel Christmas thing has been a thing and is again. I just like, as you can see, just traditional red, green,
Yes.
type of deal.
So that's
Again,
that. So
I
that's
just have
the
to
newest.
say,
Okay, go ahead. Tell me. What are you gonna
again, we brought this up before, but the backing fabric, he's got a black and white plaid.
say? Clyde, stop it.
And then on this, he's got a red and black plaid.
Awesome.
I just have to go in. Gotta match.
That's your creativeness
Gotta
right
match.
there. So,
Okay.
so that's that. So she
Yes.
is out. If you want to stitch along with Cassandra, get that. It's
She's only
it's
$5.
Pretty cheap.
$5.
She's on the Etsy store. I wanted to make it cheaper. I think we are going to raise the price after the holidays. I made it cheaper for the holidays. I mean, it's not going to go up terribly.
It's gonna
a
be
whole
like,
bunch.
what,
yeah,
$6?
like $6
Yeah.
probably. But yeah, for the holidays, I don't want to make it like too outrageous. But so it's a quick stitch. It should only take a couple days, honestly.
It will probably take some people like half a day. For me, it will take a couple days, maybe a week even.
So, I mean,
not a
you don't
fast
necessarily have to stitch it with her, but
Yeah.
if you want to stitch it with her, just use what fabric you have around.
Yep.
I mean, really, all this required is kind of a lighter fabric, in my opinion. If you're gonna, and you can choose whatever color you want, stitch her up, and then we'll finish it and do it together, and just something fun. We thought that would be cool.
Yeah. And no rush. I know with our other stitch alongs, people are like, "Oh, I'm so behind." I am all about enjoying the stitch.
Yeah.
I will take my time. If I'm not enjoying it, I'll put it down. Well, not that I would ever
Not
not
this.
enjoy yours.
I know. That's why you never finish any of our patterns.
I finish all of our patterns. What are you talking?
Just takes like 6 years.
I have one work in progress of yours, and it's Moons Out, Brooms Out because I started it.
You hate them.
I love it. I had to put
I'm
it
just
down for
kidding.
Dark Queen of the Sea
I know, I'm joking.
stitch along. And I am not going to stitch. I'm sorry. I'm not that person who's going to stitch Halloween when it's Christmas time.
Yeah.
So
I'm just joking.
I want to stitch Christmas.
So
Okay.
that's that. But speaking of the Dark Queen, everybody has been posting their versions of like the faces and the different hair colors. So it's been awesome to see everybody's versions they've been doing of the hair and the faces. Oh, it's so cool.
It's so good.
Really awesome.
We'll say it again. A lot of Ada people have been like, how in the world do I stitch over one?
Oh, yeah.
We have a face that does not have over one stitching. So in one of the faces, again, her eyes are all over one. Everything else is over two. So for those of you who are stitching on Ada, if you don't want to attempt that, which I totally get, it's really hard, stitch the other face. They're both really cool. So we made sure to not do both over, with the over one section. So, I've had a lot of people message like,
How do I do this?
how do I do this? I say, really easy. Go do the other face.
But there is some people that have done
Yeah.
it on Ada and it looks really good.
Honestly, and I'll tell you, and I don't know how I'll explain this, but with Ada, or with me, I did over one stitching, I did a tent stitch, which basically means instead of, so over one is of course in your little box, you have 4 stitches in there, okay? So one normal box of cross stitch, you have 4 when you're stitching over one.
Yes.
With a tent stitch, you're only stitching the top leg. So you're gonna just stitch, but it's 2 threads instead of, so I forgot to say that. When you're doing over one, you would do 4 boxes with 1 thread.
Yeah.
Okay, otherwise it's too bulky, it's too hard to get your needle in there, right? Or your thread all together.
Yes.
So when you stitch over one, what I just did was a tent stitch because it's so tiny, you can't tell. You only do the top leg, so you do just 4 top legs, and it's 2 threads. Now, it kind of makes it harder with Ada because you're only doing that top thread, so you not only have to poke a hole in the middle of your Ada fabric, but on all 4 corners. So you're basically doing like one at the top middle, one at the right middle, one at the bottom middle, one at the left middle, and then in the direct center. So what a lot of people have been saying who have decided to stitch the eyes, this all totally not making any sense.
No, it is. Just keep going, man. Clyde eating the tree. Get out of here.
You need to use a sharp needle. So all my Ada stitchers, all the Ada stitchers have been, you have to use a sharp needle. But hopefully it doesn't really make any sense.
No, it makes sense. If I can understand it, I'm sure people who actually stitch.
Clyde needs love. Come here, Clyde.
Hi, dude. So, okay. So that's that. Sorry, I didn't really...
No, you're fine. It is really exciting, though. I love people's variations.
The stitch alongs cruising along, but I just thought that was awesome.
So again, the next couple months are going to be pretty easy.
Yeah.
I mean, this is probably the most complicated of all.
Can we talk?
Dude, who am I? Who am I? Tim? And Wilson!
Dude, that's amazing. Hi, you gotta say hi-ho, neighbor?
Isn't that from Neighborino?
Is it... That's from The Simpsons.
I don't care.
Is it?
I mashed him. I'll mash Ned Flanders and, is that his name?
Yeah. Anyway, so that's we just wanted to
You're so needy right
shout out to all the people doing the stitch along because it's looking amazing.
It is. So yeah, if you're like, I've got to have a break, this is like, because I know a lot of people are struggling. This was a hard section. The next couple are going to be just easy sauce.
There isn't really, you would necessarily call these kind of filler months. They're not necessarily, just because they're still exciting things, and there's actually in the next couple months another part where you're going to do another choose your own thing. But
there's only 2 left.
They're kind of just filling out the design. The face was kind of like that big, like, you know, in the first few months that was the big part. So everybody now can catch up to that, get that going on. And the people that are, because there's still a bunch of people jumping on the stitch along.
It's just so cool.
Still, and like they can catch up, and as we kind of go with like these easier parts, everybody can kind of get on the same page. So anyway.
Okay.
Other than that, Cassandra, what do you got going on?
Okay, so I have 2 whips this time.
I hate this couch, by the way. I tried to ditch the couch, and she was like, "Nah, man, couch of love."
Okay, so one of my seasonal favorite type of cross stitches, which I've never done one yet, is I love Country Cottage Needleworks. I love their little towns. They have a 12 or 11 part, which you had said Kalu had did. Hi, Kalu. We love you.
Kalu. Kalu's awesome.
Kalu is awesome. We love Kalu. Anyways, she had done it. I didn't see it when we were at the cross stitch store. I saw it. I don't know. I think it says Let It Snow or something. Anyways, it's an 11-part series. And I think when it was all said and done, each of the parts, I think, were like $6.50 each. So it's a little bit more pricey, but I love it. I did not get that, but I did buy this last time we went to the cross stitch store, and I remembered, so Aaron, I told you, was going to do like a Gingerbread Lane. And he still hasn't done it. He decided to do the ornament instead. And I wanted to stitch a Christmas thing. I know. I want to stitch a Christmas thing. So I picked this one up while I was there, or I had bought this one already, but while I was there, I got the fabric for it, which I kind of wish I would have just done a black. I don't mind stitching on black because I have an Light magnifier. But I did do this slate. It's a chalkboard. It's chalkboard.
Which is cool.
Yeah, it's a 32 count. But it's a dark gray. So that's where I'm at.
Dude, look how good her stitching is.
It's not.
Yeah,
it's really not.
Yeah, it is.
Well, thank you.
It actually is. Let me see that thing.
But it's really not. So anyways, that's where I'm at. I really wish I would have just done black.
Look, even the back looks really good.
It's
that's
actually
when you know, like,
not.
Dude, this is, it is.
Wow, thank
you. Look how uniform the stitches are, really clean stitching.
Well, thank you. I'm definitely not Andrea.
It's really good.
She has best stitching I've ever seen. But anyways, so thank you. I am doing, I will say,
thank you.
It comes with, it calls for the variegated, the hand-dyed floss. And I kind of wish I wouldn't have done it. I did do just the DMC conversions that it told you to use. This floss is not variegated enough to even bother IMO. It's because, with variegated floss, to get the ultimate look, you are supposed to do one cross stitch at a time rather than do a row of one leg and then a row go back, which is the easiest way for me to get a nice stitch. With variegated floss and me doing one at a time, I'm way slower. And also my stitching isn't as neat. Not that I really care, because like I said, I just want to enjoy it. You will never see me unpick my thread, my stitching, because I think it's too messy. I don't care. If I'm like, oh, that's unfortunate, right? I'm like, oh, that's unfortunate. That looks terrible. Oh well, moving on. So
Well, in reality, nobody will ever notice.
nobody cares. Well, I mean, people care if you're doing shows or something. They care, but
But if it's just
I don't
hanging
care.
on the wall, nobody's gonna
yeah. So like the green, you can see it's a little bit variegated right there, a little bit variegated over here, and actually that's a different no, I think I did the called for green. I changed the red. The red was a lot lighter, and I wanted a vibrant red. So I'm using a different red, and it's called Louisiana hot sauce.
Oof. Love that.
In honor of Aaron, he loves his hot sauce.
Love it, man. That's awesome.
I can't remember who it's by.
What a good name.
Maybe Cascade. I don't know. But anyway, so I changed the red, and then like the brown, I am doing the DMC. I don't know why in the world I bought the hand-dyed thread white. It's literally just white.
Whatever, because it's fun.
Because I like to spend $3 on thread as opposed to like the 62 cents or whatever it is at Joann's and Michael's.
Listen, man.
That was dumb.
You're always out here.
I'm not gonna lie,
spinning
that
the
was
dough, man.
stupid.
You could train
Here's
us.
the thing. This is a little hint.
Ooh.
Our autumn town that we did,
Mhm.
I actually stitched it with a variegated orange,
Yeah.
and it just didn't do anything. So in the end, we didn't even have you do
I
it.
wanted it to.
It's
Yeah.
slightly different than the DMC that we listed, slightly. But like, why are we going to tell you to buy a DMC or a freaking hand-dyed thread or variegated thread and make you spend $30
If it's not that.
if it's not?
If it's a big difference,
like, there's
obviously,
no
but
difference. There's no, like, if it has variegation, yeah,
Look at your
I
little
get it.
ornaments on there. Your little gingerbread.
I'll talk about those. So anyways, so anyways, the green is slightly variegated, and I didn't care. I'm just doing it. I'm not doing it one at a time. So anyways, that's where I'm at, and I love it. And I would love to do that, the 11-part series that they're doing. I love Country Cottage Needleworks. I
They
do
got good stuff.
probably just Christmas stuff. I'm not into like, the
What?
non-seasonal. For some reason, I'm kind of picky. Like dimensions kits, I wouldn't probably ever do, but I have all their Christmas and winter ones. I'm kind of weird that way.
These
So
dogs
anyways,
literally are laying in the tree.
they're on the tree though.
Not even kidding.
They lay on and it's a fresh tree. They lay on the branches.
They're like leaning into it. It's
Are
like
they
so annoying.
leaning?
They are.
Anyways, but I am gonna probably change.
Not a
or
stop it.
when I say me, I mean Aaron. I'm volunteering for him to change the bottom. So it says ho 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 and away we go. And I mentioned this last time. I'm either gonna have him change it to maybe to all a good night or just Merry Christmas. Because when like I said, when I see the ho ho ho, I think of Aaron's ex-girlfriends. Okay.
That's rude. So rude.
So rude. Okay, so I will talk about my needle minders. So that's a clay by Kim. This one is a clay by Kim. That's the one that I was able to score like for the first time ever in like over a year. So I was really excited about that. And then this is, of course, my girl Evelyn. Does that or does that not look like me? She didn't make that for me. This is right when I found her. She had this up. Is that not the cutest thing? She was like $30. Look at her face. Look at my face. Does it look like a great sale day? Anyways, but yeah, I love her. I love her. So that's a Evelyn's Crafts on Etsy, and the other two are Clay by Kim's. Okay, speaking of Clay by Kim, I got another one.
Hold on, do your other whip first, man.
Oh, fine.
Keep your whips rolling before we do the
Okay,
unboxing.
so I just finished a little bit of this one. This is that Lenarte Diva again. Lenarte, the Diva. So I'm right over here. So again, I'm not doing, this is the Ada that comes with it. It's white and it fades to this kind of, that kind of rosy color. But I'm stitching it on did I ever say it last time? I'm stitching it on a Colors of the Outback, which she dyed years ago. She's in Australia. And she said she was going to start selling again. I haven't seen fabric yet. She said she's selling on Etsy. I haven't seen a shop update with it, but that's probably just because I've been busy if she has. But anyways, I moved to the snap, so I have all over here done. So I'm just working on
Dog, stop
over
it.
on that side. So that's what I'm stitching. Those are my only whips. Wow.
They're like
I know.
literally fighting in the tree. This is
In
getting
the tree.
ridiculous.
Okay, so stash
It's looking so
acquisition.
good, though.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thanks, Aaron. Okay, so stash acquisition. I don't really have a lot. I was saying freaking that's so Sue. Oh, you have stash
Before you do
acquisition.
that, can I say something?
Sure.
Last week I did mention that Autumn Town, somebody was doing kind of a stitch along. It is the Still City Stitchers here on YouTube. I think they have an account together on Instagram as well. Yeah, they do. So the Still City, they all have their own account as well. I'm not sure if they have a group one or not. I think they do, but they all have their own accounts. But they're doing a stitch along. I think they're starting it the day after Christmas. I did watch the video, so this is my fabric holder. Anyway, so they're starting it the day after Christmas. So a bunch of people commented on the last video. I did go watch the video just to make sure I knew what I was talking about.
It's cool though.
But
it's cool when they mention us.
Y'all are amazing.
Cool.
If any of you watch this, we appreciate you. I want to say love, but I don't want to freak you out.
Awkward.
But yeah, so they're doing the stitch along. So if you already have it and want to start it with them, or you can pick it up and do the stitch along with them. So thank you. I think most of them are doing it. I didn't see if all of them were, but I think like three of them were.
I only remember 2, but I only watched part of it.
I don't know.
They're cool though. That's exciting.
You guys are amazing. Yeah. Thank you very much.
So if anybody wants to start that Autumn Town with them, go.
They're literally going to knock the tree over while we're doing this video.
Here,
I don't know if
here's
you can hear the
Stash.
chaos. Okay, so here's my stack acquisition.
Wow,
These dogs
you
are
just
literally
said the A word.
like, you got to get them. You got to get them. They're freaking me out.
Cut! Aaron, we had to pause that because Aaron would just turn into an angry elf.
The dogs are literally destroying the tree right as we're doing the video, and it's driving me insane. Okay, so anyway.
Stash acquisition.
Stack acquisition.
Stack?
Stash. Gosh, dang it. I can't say the word. Stash acquisition.
It's okay.
A little bit of thread. Dude, that's so Sue.
Freaking that's so Sue,
Show us. I like how you guys send a little bit of floss in there. It's awesome.
It's cool. Yeah,
Dude, I'm gonna get the whole. Here in a couple months, I'll have the whole line of DMC with as much bags as Cassandra's buying.
Dude, that's so sweet. Like I said, she gets me. I haven't loved a whole lot of the Christmas because I'm picky with Christmas. But I showed her last week, and I showed that I was gonna get this one. So it's here. So again, that's So Sue on Etsy. And here's the bag that I got. So, of course, Santa on that border. And, of course, Santa with the polar bear. I love
it looks good.
These bags.
It's cool.
And I think she may have sold out of that one. There's still one up with where he's with like a elk or something. Or a reindeer. We decided it was a reindeer. I think this one was still available. And then the last week's bag that was I have a husky hair on my face. That was my favorite bag. This is, you guys, her bags. I love those 2 Christmas bags are the best that I've ever seen in my life. They're fantastic. So that's So Sue again. I'll pause and try not to be shaky because this is how I am. Shaky Cam, that's So Sue on Etsy. I think she still has a couple bags left of these. You should grab them because they're freaking cute.
Get that.
Okay, so that's my good old friend Sue. Isn't she in Fillmore?
I don't know.
I feel like she's in Fillmore.
Or
do we say Phil less? Sue, I don't love Fillmore. That place is notorious for being a cop trap. On I-15. On I-15. We do love our cops.
Y'all be pulling people over. Y'all need to stop that. Quit that.
Just the Fillmore Highway Patrol. We love our cops. We support our cops wholeheartedly. Except for the Highway Patrol.
Quit pulling us over.
On I-15 in Fillmore.
Give me freaking tickets.
For real, I slow down when I go through Fillmore. A couple miles before Fillmore, a couple miles after Fillmore, I pull over. Or I don't. Funny. I get pulled over, but I slow down. Okay. So, my other stash, I just have to show these. These aren't stash acquisition right now. Guys.
One time we'll do like a little video of your scissors, man. Because it's ridiculous.
Okay, I'm not into thread. I don't collect thread. I do love my fabric.
That's a lie.
I don't collect. Well, that's
that
yours.
That bag is full of thread. I don't collect.
That's for you and designing.
I didn't get it.
You guys, these are so cute. I can't handle it. So these, I don't know what scissor brand these are, but they're Snowflakes. And I don't remember who I bought this fob from, but I'm obsessed with it. And this could be a Gina. I don't think it is. I think this is a Shannon who doesn't make them anymore. But oh my gosh,
Adorable.
I die. There's I die number 1. This is I die number 2. I don't remember who sent me these. Oh, oh crap. Look her up. I can't remember. Oh my gosh. I think NNY Quilts in Crafts.
Oh, is that it?
I'm pretty sure. Can you double check though?
No. Oh yeah, I can.
With my phone on Etsy. Where is my phone? I'm pretty sure it's NNY Quilts and Crafts. Anyways, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry if I forgot that. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, she sent me these, right? I think she sent me these, a little fob thing. Anyways, but see, it's got a match. See? Match. Those are candy canes. You got your little peppermint candy. So I'm using that one. And then this one I had bought at, what are you doing? Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, that's a good idea. Quilts. She's in my favorite.
Keep talking. Let me do
Okay,
this.
anyways, and then the little Christmas tree scissors with, of course, a Christmas tree fob. This is like a professional fob. I think it was like $15. I don't understand why the thread's coming out of it, though. Like, I used it like one day and that happened. So that wasn't very impressive, but whatever. It happens. But yeah, so those, oh, you guys, I love scissors and fobs so much. Here, Aaron's going to talk. Aaron's going to talk for a second. I don't understand why.
Dude, I've never actually
would be in
researched.
shops.
Oh, shops. That's how.
My
I was looking
favorite
through
shops.
Right.
And then Y Quilts and Crafts.
Here's
Yeah,
a
it's her.
Little
Yep,
tutorial on how to navigate Etsy.
Gosh, they have favorite. Yeah, so NNY Quilts and Crafts, which by the way, I'm using her bag right now for one of my things. This is that bag she sent me originally that has the snow in the double layers of the vinyl. She was selling that bag.
Really
I don't know if she still has it, but y'all should get it because it's freaking rad. But she is selling her little fobs on here though. She calls them bag charms. So for 2 of these bag charms, 2 project bag charms, $18. Can't beat that.
No, nice.
But because she has them clipped on. Oh, she probably has a small. Okay, so I mistake. She makes little tiny little lobster clasp thingies to hang on the zippers of the bags. So that's what those are. 2 for $18. This has a bigger claw because it wouldn't fit on your scissors otherwise.
The claw.
The claws are master. He chooses who will go and who will stay.
Okay, so let's do your
Okay.
Clay by Kim unboxing.
So she had another shop update, and I wasn't quick enough to get a wreath because I was like looking at them. I'm like, do I like this one better, or because she did little ones, but that was okay.
Gotta show him the box.
because
Gotta show it to him.
Oh, I'm
show him all
sorry.
the stuff, man. You gotta do a
okay,
proper
sorry.
unboxing.
Clearly, I don't know how.
So it comes with this nice
Thanks
little.
so much, Cassie. You're welcome.
This little. She even personalizes it.
She
You
does.
gotta hype the unboxing up, or else it's not.
I'm sorry.
Or else it's pointless.
I'm so sorry. Okay, so nice little wooden card. This little box.
Nice.
Ready?
What could it could even be a ring in here? But wait, what is it?
Okay, so this one is. I die. Look at this. This one is. I got another gingerbread cookie. I realize I now have too many, but is there really too many? When I didn't get the wreath,
yeah.
I was okay with it because
Yes.
these gingerbread cookies look so realistic, and I was actually surprised that no one bought this one because this one looks like the snow on the branches.
Yeah, they do.
Like the snow's piled up. And like I said, the icing is shiny, so it looks like the royal icing, like that is on a gingerbread cookie. Like this legit looks like royal icing.
Yeah,
Look at that.
Really good.
I die. I just rolled my eyes. It's so freaking cute. So that's the one I got, and I love it. That's okay. I didn't get a wreath. Oh, she always has the little
Little cool backing
a
on
little
there.
cool backing. Should we show the other ones?
What
I
other ones?
freaking die.
No, just that one's fine. That's a cool. The backing is really cool. I like how she has
die.
that.
That's
pretty
even cuter.
You know what would have been cool is if we did a Mrs. Claus needle minder.
I try to get you to do
I did not have
needle
enough
minder, and
time.
you
That
didn't.
Mrs. Claus thing was like, let's do it. I'll design
See,
it and then we'll.
here's my other backing. So she did that on a backing, and she did this blue and white one because that's the blue and white
Somebody
one.
on Instagram said Mrs. Claus doesn't get enough love, and I was like, you're right, man. Mrs. Claus is back there behind the scenes running the show for old Saint Nick.
Yeah.
So she needs to get her credit
Yep.
where it's due.
It's so good.
So maybe in the future.
Look, so there's those two. Because I feel like she's doing them a little bit differently. Because in the past, she would have a thicker, So like you would have to have it, she would do like the needle nanny type of thing where you would
Yeah.
have to go through the hole to stick your needle, which was nice. I like these for traveling because I won't like lose my needle. It won't flick off. But she's doing these now where you can actually stick them on the needle minder. It's a little bit, see how those are flush with the fabric, and that one is more, you can't see because I've got, that one's up higher. Either way, I'll take it either way because this is fantastic. With my Evelyn's,
So that's that. That's
I
your haul.
love stash. I love stuff.
I know.
And
dude,
I am
I know.
wholeheartedly
At least you admit it, dude.
for
Some people try to act like they're not
the
hoarders.
lifelong, like, mantra, I don't know how to say it,
Yeah.
of he who dies with the most stuff wins.
We are so far ahead of the pack.
Like, so one of our favorite Christmas movies is Surviving Christmas.
You honestly could stop now and we could
No. If you have not watched Surviving Christmas, do it. That's one of our favorite Christmas
we watched
movies.
that one
Ben
yesterday.
Affleck's
So
so
good.
good in that movie.
That
It
movie is
hilarious.
amazing. That's actually really funny.
So he's like a millionaire. He's got this giant apartment and it's just like empty. I'm watching his apartment and Aaron says, I'm literally thinking as Aaron is saying, Aaron says, oh, look how nice and clean it is in there. And while he's saying that, I'm thinking, oh my gosh,
That's so
look how
empty.
much room that I could fill with stuff.
We're total opposites.
Yes, we are. In that
I don't
way,
even know how we're
of
still
course.
married.
What?
I'm just kidding.
That was so rude.
I'm kidding.
Now you owe me a back massage. No, but
Obviously, I'm
look,
kidding.
I'm not really a hoarder, but I do like stuff. Like, you're not going to walk in our house and like have like gross, like
It's not actual
dead
hoarders.
cats
She just likes to buy stuff.
that have like melted in ice. That's terrible. But that I just watched an episode of Hoarders and that's what had happened. So that's
craziness.
why that thought. Do you remember the chick that literally had dead cats and she kept them frozen in her fridge
Oh my gosh.
that had died?
That's messed up, man.
And like
Honestly.
the guy opened her fridge and it was like just dripping.
That's horrible.
I'm not really a hoarder. He says this, I just like stuff.
She's not like that.
I'm a clean hoarder. Gotta get it in the right sequence. I love that gif. It's my favorite gif on the planet.
So that's all the stuff. What we have watched some Hallmark movies this week. Cassandra has watched more than me. Dude, I gotta be honest, I haven't watched enough Hallmark Christmas
What have you
movies
been watching?
yet.
Because you've been watching.
Dude, I've been watching Killing Eve
Yes.
for one, and then I watched.
You were watching some Lucifer?
I watched Lucifer.
I was telling you to watch. You were watching Queen's
I
Gambit?
watched. Yeah.
That's a good one.
I don't know why I gotta put the Christmas movies on, man.
Because you wanted to like wait for me, but with our schedules, we can never watch them.
We're always like, oh, we gotta watch them together, and then it's like nobody ever watches them. Just like, just go on without me, and I'll watch them.
Yeah.
So I need to watch them by myself, but I haven't.
You
yet.
need to.
So what's your favorite that you've watched this? Which one did you watch this week? Do you remember?
Yeah.
We did watch Princess Christmas last night on Hulu.
That's on Hulu because I watched it, or Cinderella Christmas.
Oh yeah.
I had watched that last year and I absolutely loved it. The girl who's like the lead is like the cutest thing ever. She's like the sweetest looking thing I've ever seen. She's adorable. I love her.
That movie's good. I fell asleep about 3/4 away.
Because that's what he does. But he actually stayed awake till past midnight.
Dude, here's
9
the
o'clock
thing.
is this one's
Let's
bedtime.
talk about this. Like, you know what's annoying?
You?
Like 10 minutes into a movie, and there's just like
This is Aaron.
seeing if you can feel my breathing. Like I'm sitting there watching the movie, and it's just you can just feel the eyes.
I just want to see if he's awake.
Are you awake? It's like, get the crap
At
off
least
of
I
me.
don't like thump your face.
And it's like, it's literally every 5 minutes, I'm like, dude, I'm awake. And then 2 minutes later. Like, get the crap out of my face.
I
It's
have
so
to
annoying,
inspect
dude.
because he's laying down and he already has kind of smaller eyes. So when
Smaller
he's like
eyes.
this, when he's watching like this, I can't tell
Better to see you with.
if he's
Cassandra.
sleeping or if he's actually watching it. So I'm
Dude.
sorry I have to get this close to inspect.
Seriously, get the crap out of my face.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so first off, this is a new one. I haven't seen it yet. It's not a Christmas movie. It's a Hanukkah movie,
gosh.
but it is Hallmark. But let me just say, if they have Fred Savage, Why in the world are they not using Winnie?
Get your crap together,
I don't
Hallmark.
remember Winnie's name. But why are you not doing a boy meets...
Danica.
Danica McKellar, thank you.
How did I
Why
know
are
that?
they not
I'm
in a
awesome.
Hallmark movie together?
I know. Hey, Hallmark.
Missed opportunity,
Freaking
Hallmark.
figure it out, man.
Clearly. Okay, so I have watched...
Dude, we also watched, what was the one that we watched in the beginning?
We watched in the beginning Never Trust a Man in a Christmas Sweater.
Yes. Which is fake news.
Oh, I thought it's Never Kiss a Man. I thought it actually
Yeah.
said Never French Kiss a Man in a
Wow.
Christmas Sweater. That was pretty good. This reminds me of my cousin.
That was a good movie, though.
It's
That was a
pretty good.
one.
I like him, Niall.
That was one of
Niall.
their, that's
Very
one of their
interesting name.
first ones that they came out with this year. It was a good one.
Yes, so we watched that together and we liked that. I just actually watched, it was an older one, because I love her. And why did they do a Hallmark movie with her this year? Jodie Sweetin
Yes.
from Full House. Not
She's-
Candace Cameron Bure. She's in like 18 of them. I love Jodie Sweetin and she's done a couple. But I watched
Good
an
comeback
older
story
one.
with Jodie Sweetin.
I love her because of that. I didn't necessarily like her as Stephanie in Full House, but the fact that she was like a drug addict and then cleaned up her life, I love that. I think it's amazing.
Good for you, Jodie.
And has a family now and everything, so I love her now.
It's awesome.
And she was cool. Okay, back then. Okay, so I was watching her Finding Santa, I think is what it's called,
Yeah.
where Santa gets
Finding Santa.
Finding
yes.
Santa. It is Finding Santa.
Yeah.
So I was watching that and then I turned it off and I never turned it back on, but I love that one. And then in finding these, I found one of my favorite Hallmark actresses, which she doesn't do a whole lot because she's one of those that was an actress and then now is on Hallmark. A Blue Ridge Christmas, when we were trying to start this, Rachel Lee Cook, I think she's another one with like the sweetest face ever, which is why I like the actress from that Netflix one. I don't know why, she has like those little puppy dog eyes. I love her. So
You do love
I
her.
found out that this is a movie from last year and we didn't
movies
watch
and
it
mysteries, that's why.
because it's movies and mysteries.
We
We,
have- we
never
don't-
had that.
We've had it, we just don't really watch any
they don't-
movies and mysteries
It's
for
because
some reason.
their Hallmark movies are like
Dude,
a
there's
little
the
bit
best.
different.
They're always like the garage sale mysteries or
Yeah.
whatever.
The bookshelf mysteries.
The Bake Off Championship
Christmas
mysteries.
tree mysteries. Yeah, so we're not into that, but I'm going to watch that and I'm really excited. So we need to find when that's going to be on and record it because I love her.
I don't know. I always want to watch the Hallmark movies and mysteries, but we never have.
Yeah.
So that's why we missed that one.
Well, because
So
they
you'll
just
watch
feel
it.
differently. Like I think
They
Holly
do.
and Ivy, the one I watched,
Yeah.
was mostly about the mom getting the cancer back and
Oh,
leaving
yeah.
her two little kids. It just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like the same. Okay, and then I started to watch this one. Aaron told me I shouldn't say this, but I am.
Come
I
on, you
started
can't tell
watching
behind the scenes
Christmas
secrets.
Tree Lane.
Yeah. What'd you feel about it?
I had to
Hopefully
turn
it
it
was
off.
nice. You had to turn it off?
She drives me insane.
Oh.
I
If
said
you're
it.
watching this, I can't remember her name, but
Someone really
I
loves
love
her.
you.
I think it's Alicia Witt.
Oh yeah, Alicia
She
Witt.
made a cameo, not a cameo. She was on Walking Dead. Hated those episodes. I don't know why. Look, I am not an easy person to like. I've got
Facts.
a very big, I've got a very large personality.
Facts.
And, you've got to have a taste for me and then it's okay. But I realize I can turn people off. Although I'm always really nice, honestly. I'm always in the store. If I pass someone and I like walk in front, I'm always like, oh, I'm sorry. Or I'm
Yeah.
very a courteous person. But yeah.
To your face.
To your face. Then I'm like F-bombing
kidding.
you behind the scenes. No, I'm not. Alicia Witt. I don't know why she drives me nuts, but she does. Look, she's
Yeah,
really
that's
pretty.
kidding.
She's really pretty. I really think
Yeah.
she's really pretty, but I don't
Stop
know
looking at your
why. She drives me nuts.
You're stare at your phone. now.
Look,
Okay.
you have a Hallmark actress that drives you nuts. I can't remember who
Who?
it is. I don't remember, but you do.
You know who drives me nuts?
Me.
The lady on the Holiday Bake Off show on Netflix.
Oh, she's totally a Karen.
That lady
Yeah.
is super annoying.
Yeah,
Man.
She's never happy.
Dude, every
look it up for
time.
you.
Listen, if you like booze, that's fine. But in everything she tries, she's like,
There's not enough booze in
where's
here.
the rum? Where's the Bacardi? Like, Where's the friggin' Miller Lite in this cake?
She never says nice things about people's
Gosh.
stuff that they do. The one with Duff, I don't think it's Holiday Bake Off. It's the one with Duff.
Whatever it is. It
We love
became a
Duff.
running joke because literally every time she's like, "Where's the brandy? Can't taste the brandy." And even when there wasn't, like some of there was supposed to have brandy in it, so it's like, you know, that's the idea. But even when there wasn't, she's like, "Where's the brandy?"
She's like, this would be better with maybe a little bit of brandy in it.
They just need to serve her the stupid cake with a shot of brandy.
That's what I was saying. I was like, I'm pretty sure you'd win if you just like gave her a piece of cake and then just brought her a bottle.
Yeah.
It was funny.
You're annoying.
She's
lady.
no, but we always call. Yeah, she's always mean. We watch it with the kids. They love it.
Got a little
Anyways.
salty there. Sorry.
You did get salty.
So that's the
Alicia
Christmas
Witt,
movies
man.
that we have watched this week. I haven't watched nearly enough. It makes my heart sad because there's only 2 weeks left
There
until Christmas, man.
Uh-huh.
Less than 2 weeks, 10 days.
Yeah.
Time is like, you know that saying,
by.
the years go by fast, but the days go by slow, or the days go by slow, but the years go by fast. That is like 100% true.
Oh.
The days go by slow,
Not for
but
me.
the years like fly by.
You're always in front of the computer. My days just fly by.
They do because you're having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Because you're having a lot of fun in your marriage.
Because I love
It's like
my
good life,
husband.
man. You're just having a great life.
Stretch.
So that's it. So that's our little what we've watched this
cute.
week.
Got a
What have
little
you
paw.
guys watched, and
Got a little paw.
what are your favorites of the season
What's she
so far?
dreaming about? She just has
There's some
one
people that are
little
like,
paw.
dude, I've watched every one. So,
That's usually
have you watched any this week that you have enjoyed, or Christmas movies? Again, Surviving Christmas.
Watch
you need
it.
to watch that.
Rent
if you
it.
haven't, it's a hilarious
That's
movie.
a Houston family favorite.
Yes. We've watched, obviously, like, The Grinch and Elf and all that stuff.
We'll
but-
ask this. What's your favorite Christmas movie
Oh, yeah,
if
we
you
did. We
celebrate
talked about
Christmas?
this.
Just in general. Every night when we actually get to sit down as a family, because a lot of times I'm live or somewhere else live. So when we get together and actually are able to have dinner together as a family,
Mm-hmm.
we always do something like say something you're grateful for today or whatever. So last night,
something good that happened to
Positive.
you during the day. It's kind of
Yeah.
just
to keep you
keep the kids thinking of what's, instead of dwelling on negative stuff, you think about what's positive and just kind of helps your mind frame.
keeping you positive no matter what. So we last night we said, what's your favorite Christmas movies? So I had said
What'd you say?
my favorites are, of course, Grinch, Jim Carrey, Grinch, and the Santa Claus with Tim Allen. Those are my two total favorite.
Yeah.
Obviously, there are a billion others.
There's so many.
Surviving Christmas, Christmas with the Cranks.
I really like Surviving
We
Christmas.
love Christmas Chronicles.
I didn't even know it was a thing until she showed it to me. And
Which one?
Surviving Christmas.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Right.
we watched that together for the first time. And I really like it. But yeah,
They're awesome
Christmas with
Christmas
the
movies,
Cranks
but-
is amazing. There's so
What
many
did you
good
say
ones.
last night?
Surviving Christmas.
Surviving Christmas.
I mean, Elf's obviously amazing.
Elf, yeah. All of those are favorites, but those are just my top two that if I don't watch them, no, I will always make sure I watch those.
Anything with Alicia Witt, I love. So I can drive you insane.
I don't know why.
Me and
She's
you,
really
Alicia.
cute. She acts good. I
Bring
just don't know
Cassandra
why.
down together at the end. Okay, you guys are amazing.
Yes.
So Mrs. Claus is out.
Yep.
Hopefully you'll be joining with Cassandra as she stitches. That'll be something fun. Just kind of off the cuff. Hopefully it's something that everybody finds fun. So you're amazing. Thanks for just hanging out way too long with us. We
Thank you.
appreciate you.
Yep.
You get to know us a little more at the end of the videos when we just start randomly
I know. Just
chatting.
swirling.
Yeah.
Swirling.
Anyway.
It
Okay.
used to snow more.
Yeah, it's snowing in Utah, but it's already all melted. Come on, man. If you're
Utah's
gonna do it,
letting us
just get it
down
over
right now.
with. Let's do this thing.
We should just move to Maine.
Christmas miracle. I know. It's like just kind of
Let's just move to Maine.
when it all melts, everything's just dead and just makes
Ugly.
it muddy, and the dogs track in mud, and it drives me insane.
Yeah.
So
We should just move to Maine.
let's move to Maine.
Yeah.
Here we come, Maine. Hopefully you're ready for us.
Okay.
Until then, thanks for hanging out with us.
Bye, guys. Oh.